Alright, hello everyone. Today is Tuesday, June 17th, 2025. We finally have the Nielsen audio ratings, the book that came out for the month of May. So a majority of the month of May definitely counts for this book that will last until the 28th, which was, the last Wednesday of the month of May. Look at that. So, we're going to get into it because it looks like for WLTW, our iHeartMedia AC station here in the Five Boroughs, 106.7 Light FM, they will go up from a 7.8 to an 8.0. So that is the main takeaway for this book here. SBS Spanish Tropical La Mega 97.9 will go up from a 5.5 to a 5.8. It will tie for Odyssey News AM 1010 WINS and their 92.3 FM simulcast, which will dip to 6.0 to 5.8. So look at that. You have a second place tie. Now this is an interesting thing to look at here. iHeartMedia's contemporary hit radio C100 WHTC will go up from a 5.1 to a 5.6. So we have a third place tie, I guess? Looks like it. With Odyssey's Classic Hits 101.1 WCBS FM going from a 5.3 to a 5.6. Odyssey's Hot AC New 102.7 will dip down from a 4.2 to a 3.9. iHeartMedia's WKTU FM will slide down from a 3.5 to a 3.3. So not looking good given that they were riding a 4.2 high back in March. Red Apple Media Conservative Talk 77 WABC will slide down from a 4.2 to a 3.8. However, given that we are entering a mayoral primary coming up on June 24th, I would think that number would go back to a 4.0 when we get the next ratings book for June. And there could be a possibility for WINS. Don't be surprised if WINS sees a little bit in the tick of the ratings. iHeartMedia's Hip Hop Power 105.1 WWPR 2.4 to a 2.8 tie. Mediaco's Hot 97 WQHT. Univision Spanish Contemporary Hit Radio. Yes, X96.3 WXNY. So that will go down from a 2.2 to a 1.7. Update for WEPN FM. Emmett's Bilingual AC La Exitosa 98.7. 1.2 to a 1.4. So I just want to quickly take a look to see if we can find the other ratings. I'm just going to take a look to see if we can get the WXBK rating, because it just seems WXBK always seems to get bad luck. You know, why can't we ever get the number put in the article? To me, it just does not make any sense. So we'll go find it right now. So let's go take a look here. Another notable thing. Where was WBLS? I mean, really, come on, Radio Insight. You need to do better. Okay, so WBLS Mediaco's Adult R&B will go down from a 5.1 to a 5.0. See, this is the part that I don't get. Why wasn't WBLS mentioned? I'm a little bit not happy about that right now. Oh, another important thing. Where was WAXQ? Alright, Q1043 down from a 5.0 to a 4.9 this month. Okay, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Okay. WFAN 101.9, 3.1 to a 3.0. So that should have also been tallied. And then lastly, let's just see if we can find WXPK here. I would think they're around here somewhere. No, I do not see WXPK. Here it is. 1.6 to a 1.8. Oh, not bad for classic hip-hop 94.7 a block. Alright, so they actually saw a little bit of the uptick. Could be worse. Right? I will mention, this is the important number to look at here. WLTW accumulates 3 million listeners. And for WEPN, I want to acknowledge something important for that, and they did acknowledge it. Even though, yeah, you're looking at this round number of accumulated listeners. They have accumulated 1 million listeners overall. So congratulations to the folks at Emmett's. Well deserved. So now we're going to move on to Long Island. So let's see if WBAB still remains on top. I would think they are. Yes, here we go. I'm just going to take a look here to confirm it. Okay, here we go. So it looks like at the moment, Hot AC, Connoisseur Media's Walk 97.5 FM still remains number one. That's an important thing to note. 98.3, the Soft AC, KJoy, WKJY FM, 4.9. So WAOK, 5.0, WKJY, 4.9. However, Cox's Contemporary Hit Radio, 106.1, WBLI, 4.1 to a 4.9. So let's see if we can find the Long Island numbers in terms of how WBAB did this month. I would think something's a little bit off here. Oh yeah, look at this, guys. Yep. WBAB, after riding the high for so long when it goes back to March, the Nielsen book that went from March 5th to April 2nd. You look at those numbers. That's brutal for the folks at Cox. It's like they're riding one high with one station, but yet, I don't know. Connoisseur Media is really trying to make its presence. Speaking of Connoisseur Media, let's take a look at something important to note in terms of the simulcast of WABC. Yes. I don't get it. It's like the AM feed does better in Long Island, but yet the FM feed out in the Hamptons is not doing so well. Ugh. Back to the subject at hand, 94.3 The Shark, WWSK, will go up from a 3.0 to a 3.2. Then we look at 103.1 The Wolf, still remaining at a 1.8. WWWF, Country Music. Then you got WHLI-FM, 1.4 to a 1.7. So definitely important to note that. And lastly, my potential future radio home, Philadelphia market. How did we do over in Philly? Now, in terms of 102.9 FM WMGK, it will continue its climb from a 9.0 to a 9.2. The folks at Beasley Media Group should be very happy about this. I don't want to speculate anything, but could they go up to a 10.0 within a month? That would be a good question. Okay, Beasley's rock station, 93.3 WMMR, will go down from its 8.2 high in March to a 7.0 now. So not too good for WMMR. iHeartMedia's adult R&B station, 105.3 WDAS, will hold at a 6.5 share. Odyssey Sports Station, 94.1 WIP, that will remain down from a 7.2 to a 6.4. Odyssey's News Radio, AM 1060 KYW, and their FM simulcast on 103.9 WPHI will hold a 5.0 share. Beasley's Country Music, 92.5 WXTU, will drop down from a 5.4 to a 4.9. Odyssey's Classic Hits Big 98.1 WOGL, 4.1 to a 3.3. I don't want to talk about... Kayla. Don't even get me started on them. After 2 straight record high months, Adult Album Alternative 88.5 WXPN will dip down from a 3.8 to a 3.0. Okay, time for more criticisms again. Couple radio stations were not mentioned. Like, for one, where was Odyssey's AC B101.1 WBEB? Where was that? That was not mentioned in the article. Okay, 4.8 to a 4.9. Now, the interesting thing about that is when you look at the numbers, you wonder to yourself, there's 1 million people in the, Delaware Valley who listen to WBEB. And I'm like, really? You get a 4.89, but you get the most amount of accumulated listeners in the whole New Jersey, southeastern Pennsylvania, and northern Delaware market of Newcastle County. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Okay, Ben FM, 95.7, WBEN, 3.4 to a 3.6. Alright, Power 99. We'll acknowledge the hip-hop folks. 2.7 to a 2.8. See, who else are we not forgetting to mention? Right. WRFF. Now, what I don't get is their February number was at a high, right? 4.2. But now they've accumulated down to a 2.7 this month. Alt 104.5. Alright, here's another noticeable thing that should be acknowledged. Can someone explain to me why the new 96.5 did not see an uptick in the ratings? That should have been acknowledged. The hot AC station for Philadelphia. And then I also want to mention Ben FM, 3.4 to a 3.6, WBEN. Like, how do you not acknowledge that? How do you not acknowledge that? And another thing, I know I'm ranting about some of the ratings here, but can we please not mention the fact that Q102's numbers? Can we not acknowledge the fact that they were up from a 2.2 to a 2. Sometimes I feel like I have to go over these specific stations. I just don't get it. I really don't get it sometimes. Boy, guys. Speaking of Philadelphia, I want to acknowledge one quick thing about 96.5 in Philadelphia. The new 96.5 WTDY Philadelphia beginning on Monday, 23rd. The company known as Odyssey has revealed that the Brett Mega Show will have a syndicated broadcast in Philadelphia. The show is based out of St. Louis. So, yes. Alright, that's interesting there. Alright, I think I'm done. I've had enough craziness for one day. So that's it. Those are your radio ratings for May. We know one thing's for sure is that WLTW still remains king in New York City. It seems classic rock will continue to dominate in Philadelphia. And it seems in Long Island, it's now the battle of adult contemporary between Hot Adult Contemporary on 97.5 and now Soft Adult Contemporary on 98.3. So that's it, folks. I'm done. Thank you for watching.